guys, how you doing? It's Joe and Darren over at Urban Hillsides, bringing you another thrilling edition of Real Estate Reality. So, hope you guys are all doing well out there and having a good week. I guess we're having a good week, huh? We're busy, aren't we, Darren?
Yeah, it
And that's
always seems to be
and that's
busy. It's always stuff to do, man.
yeah, it doesn't stop. It really doesn't. But
Yep.
well, look, guys, we're going to go through the usual. We're going to talk about the market. Everyone's thinking about that. We're also going to go into the local market a little bit more, segueing into our seller wins, sold properties in the last 7 weeks, and then also buyer wins from sold properties in the last week. And then finally, Darren's going to pick out some actives in the last 7 days that he feels are notable that we should be looking at for value and sometimes for just pure beauty, right? That's what we're looking for sometimes.
Sure.
And then, the topic for today, we've done it once before, I think. It's going to be about high-end real estate of celebrities and powerful people and what they're doing. They have similar problems, but Darren has noted, they're on that top 1% of the list. So it'll be interesting to see what they're buying, what they're doing, how they're living. And this comes from dirt.com. So a little bit more gossipy, but still, I think we'll get something out of it. All right, let me dig into a couple things here. Hold on. Let's see. Darren Hubert and Joe Cloninger are real estate agents at Avenue 8 under the Urban Hillsides brand. All opinions expressed by Urban Hillsides or guests on this video are solely their opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Avenue 8. You should not treat any opinion expressed by Urban Hillsides as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of Urban Hillsides team's opinions. This video is for informational purposes only. So that's our disclaimer. And let me go ahead, Darren, and I guess we should kick off with the market first, right? And then we'll go into our topic. So
Yeah, it won't
uh,
be too long.
yeah,
Are you going to show the rates, Joe? Are we going to start
I
there?
was gonna open that up, and then just to get sort of a bead on what the media is talking about, I just have a search page of like today's mortgage rate news and what they're
Sure.
saying, and we can see what's going on there. So, all right, so this is a great tool that Darren found. It is about really the constant watch on mortgage rates. Every 24 hours, every day, every hour, people are looking at this. And let me go ahead and share this. Hold on here. Share the screen. Okay. So this is our picture up to today of 30-year fixed mortgage rates. And let's see, where is it right now, Darren? It is, well, depending upon who you talk to, it's 5.48 from Mortgage News Daily. And then Fannie Mae has got it, let's see, where is it? There it is, 5.13. Wow.
Yeah, the FHA loans are often lower. Yeah, I'm seeing 4.83 on a 30-year FHA, which is quite low. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
just a little more things to navigate. And the interesting thing is like ARM loans, which are often and have been even recently an
Uh-huh.
alternative to try to get a lower rate. And ARM is, adjustable rate mortgage fixed for a period of time and then shifts into a fixed rate or an adjustable rate, I should say. 5 and 1 ARM showing up at 5.72, a quarter point
Wow.
higher than a 30-year fixed rate. So,
Wow.
I guess the point there is a good mortgage lender should talk to you about all these options. Maybe it's worth trying to navigate an FHA if you're saving that much, if it's not going to stop you from getting the property. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
worth doing an ARM. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes the rates are higher. It's not a common
Uh-huh.
dynamic, but here it is. So always in constant dialogue with your mortgage lender, and then as obviously as part of the team, your realtor, and how the whole thing's coming together. But rates are just moving a lot and changing a lot. So staying on top of that with somebody is important if you're considering buying.
Oops, I can't hear you. Are you there?
Oh, yeah, no, I paused. Are you there?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was-
You went dead silent, man. Like you walked out of the room. It was amazing. Well, yeah, and there are other loan programs now that are getting a little bit more attention, right? 5-year arms, that sort of thing. And I
Sure.
think those are in the fours, I believe. High
Well,
fours,
that's
something
a
like that.
5 year arb that I'm telling you is in the upper fives, unfortunately.
Yeah, right.
So they're in, yeah, they're in different places. I mean, there are 7 year arms, there are 10 year arms. It's just, again, it's if it
Interest
sounds
only, right?
interest only, sure. And there's nothing wrong with any of these products as individual products. Being
Mm-hmm.
somebody who lived through the great downfall of real estate of what is now 14 years ago. It was the combination of all these products collectively
Mm-hmm.
that was bad and was unstable and was unsustainable. And it kind of left some battle scars. And there's like remnants of that. As soon as somebody hears ARM, it's like, oh, negative, interest only, no way. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
terrible. I have wounds from those, but
Right. Right.
again, your individual case could work for a variety of these products if they're
Right.
to your benefit.
Well, you're reminding me, Darren. I think it's happened to us maybe once or twice, but yeah, certainly fathers looking out for their young son or daughter, they can kill deals pretty quick when you start, as you said, bringing up
Right.
some of these exotic loan programs.
Yeah, we are so not those agents that are like pushing people to their limits, just worried about the sale in the moment. It is about long-term financial success with real estate. But
Right.
sometimes you have some short term needs
Right.
that might take a front seat as long as there's
Sure.
a high likelihood of long term success and you understand that. Hey,
Right.
getting
Right.
ahead in life sometimes takes a little bit of risk. It always takes a little bit of risk. Um, and it's based on each individual and what their comfort zone is.
Well, what I brought up is just kind of the headlines from today, just to see what the pulse is out there. Average long-term rates, mortgage rates retreat slightly this week. So that's good to hear from Baltimore Sun. What kind of mortgage can you qualify for? CBS News. Current mortgage rates in New York. Let's see. Mortgage rates drop amid signs that inflation may have finally peaked. Inflation appears to be beyond its peak, which has stopped the rapid increase in mortgage rates that the housing market was, I guess, relying on. Mortgage rates tick down as volatility persists. Mortgage rates wander lower after weeks of volatility. So people are starting to recognize this, hopefully, base pattern or tight pattern of rates, which is starting to emerge. And that should be
Sure.
some good news. Yeah.
So I saw
So,
it just a little while ago that
uh-huh.
the Fed they have meetings between their primary meetings, and so
Right.
they're
Was
and
one
just
this week
yeah,
or no? It
yes,
was. Okay.
and
Yeah.
interviews of people that sit on the Fed board and what their positions are. Kind of there's some intentional release of partial data to, kind of
Got it.
establish an expectation. So
Yeah.
the headline of this article was, the Fed's open to a lower rate increase. So
Mm-hmm.
they're still talking additional rate increase, but maybe not the 3/4 point that they keep talking
Nice.
about. That's this
Nice.
week's topic. We'll see where it is next week.
Got it. Well, as we go out of this larger picture and we go into our own, I wanted to bring up the last 7 days of solds. So actives, I think, was very similar to last week. It was like 36 or 37,
Mhm.
and then 17 solds, just like 17 solds last week. So that stayed. But I wanted to bring up what I share with you. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. Let me pull this out on my email. So yeah. So go ahead. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, I read an article that I thought was interesting about,
Oh.
some seller resistance,
Uh-huh.
um, meaning the sellers are revolting against this balance in the market, this rebalancing of the market.
Uh-huh.
Just it's kind of taking place. And the article was going down the direction. They always take some isolated cases, right? All these articles are
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of data is really affecting the big picture. I think if the articles take hold and gain a lot of momentum, it can affect the big picture. But this article was sellers are like, yeah, basically, I'm in control. I'm just not going to put my property up for sale if the market's shifting. And let's see, are we going to start getting? There was definitely after the first rate hike, we saw
Uh-huh.
a burst of new listings coming on. So those may have been the sellers that were, oh shit, I
Right.
need to get my
Right.
property out there.
I've been
And
thinking about it. Oh shit. Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
I don't think this is a G-rated show. So, um, but now to read that article, the
Yeah.
sellers are like, yeah, I'm not going to put myself in that position. I'm just going to hold back. And we're seeing a slightly lower level of new listings. You
Yeah.
know, do we start identifying that trend?
Right.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Well, look, so here, this is how we try to break things down a bit for our neighborhoods, our markets. So the top there, top four are top solds in terms of improvement in price.
Were
So
you
you
putting
can.
up that chart, Joe? I don't see it if you were putting it up.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Here,
It's okay.
you're right. Let's see. Let me pull out of here. Let me start again. Here we go. There we go.
Oh,
So yeah, this is what we make every week to present to you guys, and yeah, you can see the top four, what we consider seller wins, right? Big improvements in price from the list price. Still very strong. You can see that range there of 180,000 above asking to almost 400,000 above asking, 387,300. And then on the bottom, you can see what we consider buyer wins, the red being reductions from the list price. You see 124,999 reduction and $45,000 reduction, and then just list price there at zero, and then finally an 11,000 improvement in price. So, at least in our neighborhoods, things look very strong for sellers. It's very much still a seller's market. Would you
right.
say that, Darren?
I would say that, and there are some isolated cases that maybe where properties just really aren't showing well because even
Yeah.
like the property we wrote an offer on a couple days ago, which
Yeah.
was uh, clearly underpriced.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they received 27 offers. Um,
And it's
yeah,
a fixer.
it's a fixer. So right, I
Yeah.
will say this. God, this
I
is. I
think you
don't
should
think.
bring up Waldo as well. I think that's a good one.
I don't think I've ever said this on this show,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
and it's not even a theme for me. But um, a fixer that is untainted,
Uh-huh.
it will sell at a substantially higher price in our neighborhoods
Oh,
than
yeah.
something that has been fixed in the
Yeah.
wrong way with
Yeah, yeah,
no
yeah.
design. So if you're on the fence of
Yeah.
do I invest 30,
No.
40, $50,000 and
Yeah.
I'm not and I really don't have a good sense of design or the people I'm hiring don't,
Right.
you know,
Stop.
stop. Just sell it the way it is. Because
Yeah.
you're actually going to make more money. Because
Yeah.
every time we
This
look
is a
at that,
really good case of that. Really good case. You're right.
yeah. So every time we look at this stuff, and every time we're identifying the ones that didn't work or sold for much less, we're
Right.
identifying things that don't have any design quality. Um, it's not about things that are kind of broken down and need repair because those are
Mm-hmm.
still doing okay. It's really
Yeah.
the ones that just are just pardon me, but they're ugly.
Yeah.
Um, and they
Yeah.
have no specific charm or draw. Um,
Right.
so people are more likely to take on something that's pretty that needs repairs than they are something that isn't pretty because they have a hard time seeing through it and scrapping all the functioning stuff because it doesn't look good, feel good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That was certainly the case here. Well, look, I was going to use two more examples. I mean, we have a gentleman who called us, not our listing, but I want to think maybe he's thinking of us to change. And right, you said you walked through the house before at some time, and yeah, just doesn't have a good advisor there to make the place really shine. And I hope he
Right.
gets it sold, but yeah, no good prep, no good decisions there. And then
Right.
we have a new listing, right? Which I'd like to think between us, between our staff, and between the seller, the owner, everybody did their job really well, and it looks good. It looks really good. So we'll share that with you a little later on. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
It looks excellent.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, look, let's go ahead and move over to solds again in the last 7 days and what we consider seller wins and then buyer wins. So we're going to start first with 3216 Lowry Road. This started at 2,395,000 and it landed at $2,782,300 for a $387,000 300 increase. So let's take a look. Okay. I think if I remember this one correctly, some of these homes, and you know this better than me, it's like, gosh, man, they're such quintessential, like Northeast LA style places. Just screaming
Sure.
for it.
This is your
Yeah.
classic Spanish. Very
Yeah.
fits very well into the expectation of Los Feliz.
Okay. Well, 3216 Lowry Road. This is Los Feliz. It's 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, 2,017 square feet of living space. It's on a 6,050 square foot lot. Sold for $2,782,300. And this was on the market for 14 days. And let's see here. Brought to us by Carrie Field. And then on the buyer's side, Todd Pavetti and Glenn Shellhamer. So congrats to all of them. Good
Yeah,
looking house. I
it
mean,
just
there's
looks
not,
good. Absolutely. Street to
yeah,
street. Spanish throughout, well staged, good condition, pool home.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a complicated formula on this one.
Right. Good. All right. Um, Other than the price, gosh, I wonder if that was sensible. It started at what was it, a million? No, I'm sorry, 2,395,000. Were they expecting
Well,
400 up? Gosh, man.
what we were saying, 2 million is the new norm, and we
Yeah.
don't cover a lot of properties north of the boulevard. We
Uh
tend to
huh.
be more south of the boulevard and into Silver Lake Echo Park,
Yeah.
northeast. So if 2 million is the norm in other areas, mm, you
Yeah.
know, maybe
For Los
they're
Feliz.
high
Yeah.
twos. They're going to be getting into the
Yeah.
threes in Los
Yeah. That's
Feliz.
that's the deal in Los Feliz. Exactly. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is in your neck of the woods, Echo Park. I think we picked this one out before. 1908 Lemoyne Street. It started at 2,495,000. It landed at a $2,875,000 sold price for a $380,000 increase. So let's see what they saw. This was just a brand new house, basically, right?
Yeah, we had a client looking at this when it was, close to a tear down.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, the house was well situated on the lot. There was a reason she liked it, although they
yeah,
added a second story, which she was not planning on doing. So it is. It's a new build. There was an existing structure there, which they worked off, which made it easier and faster.
yeah. Well,
But
let's go
it's a
through the
really good
numbers.
price.
Yeah, 1908 Lemoyne Street, 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,722 square feet of living space. Echo Park, again, it sold 2,875,000. It's on a 5,300 square foot lot. Days on market, only 11. And this was brought to us by Christopher O'Hurley and Melissa Ward. And then on the buy side, Kawika Hiroshige. I think I should say this. Hiroshige. Something like that. That's my Joe Coy Japanese accent impression. My wife's laughing. That's good. Anyway, yeah, can't argue with this. Brand new house.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're comparing this to the Los Feliz sale, this one's about 600 square feet more,
Mm-hmm.
but it's right there, same price
Yeah.
range, north of the
Yeah.
boulevard.
Yeah.
You're getting a little more square footage, smaller pool, less
Yeah.
land.
And I
Uh,
think you get a view on this one. I don't think the other one had a view on Lowry. Okay, let's move on to 3560 Tacoma Avenue. This started at a very suspicious price of 989,000 and landed at 1,200,000 for a $211,000 increase. Let's take a look. This is Mount Washington. Okay, beautiful view. 3560 Tacoma Avenue, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,429 square feet of living space. 1,200,000 was the sold price in Mount Washington. Almost 12,000 square foot lot. And let's see, this took 13 days on the market. And this is brought to us by Alex Trevino. And on the buyer side, Dorian Newberry. So congrats to them. Good
yeah,
price.
good price, nice views. It was underpriced.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very
There are
much so.
some it's obvious they started low. Like on the first two, maybe the first one was
Mm-hmm.
underpriced, but on the Lemoyne
Yep.
one, I would have said,
Yeah.
yeah, it's appropriately priced, but somebody wanted it more.
Yep.
But this one,
Yep.
it's like anything under a million and like a dollar under a million.
Yeah.
That's a completely move-in ready house with decent square footage
Mm-hmm.
is hard to come by these days.
Yep.
So
Yep.
this was fully move-in ready.
Yeah. Beautiful beam ceiling. That's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. Our final seller win is 5601 Meridian Street. This started at 975,000 and it ended up at 1,155,000 for a $180,000 increase. Let's take a look. Okay. Okay, 5601 Meridian Street. This is Highland Park. 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,106 square feet of living space. Sold for 1,155,000. It's on a 5,050 square foot lot. And let's see, this took 13 days on the market. And this was brought to us by Deirdre Solomon and Stephen McAlpin. And on the buy side, Matthew Hayes. So congrats to them. Again, another quintessential Northeast LA starter home.
Yeah, this is a true Highland Park house.
Right down to the craftsman.
Right size, the right style. It's a
Yeah.
flat yard. There are a lot of, mostly
Mhm.
flat yards over in Highland Park there. I mean, it's a good property. It's prepped well. Sure, it showed well, and it sold fast. Those 2 weeks were not 2 weeks because it took them that long to sell it. Those 2 weeks were because they wanted to have 2 weekends of open houses.
True. All right. Let's move on to now what we call buyer wins. We'll start with 6023 Delphi Street, starting at 829,000, and went up $11,000 to 840,000 as a sold price. And I was looking at this and I was like really scratching my head because this is
It's a
a
shotgun
price.
Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of wedged in between.
Okay, so it did feel cramped. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 6023 Delphi Street. This is Highland Park. Again, 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 1,193 square feet of living space on there you go, 2,700 square foot lot.
Yeah.
And 7 days on the market. And this is brought to us by Jade Devitt on the seller's side, and on the buyer's side, David Kubitsky.
Yeah.
So congrats.
Not a bad house at all.
Right?
I mean, you've got a big open area to park in front. You have a 2-car garage. You have a back area with a destination patio. I would say, with that said, this could have sold for over $1 million.
Yeah.
If it was staged and and some more prep work done.
Yeah.
But
I was going to say, you may not have a lawn, you may not have a big yard in the back, but yeah, it could have been greened up a little too in some way, I
yeah,
think, on the
right, right.
outside.
All the open spaces are for the most part concrete. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But somebody got a great deal. Good for them.
yep.
Uh, all right. Next one is we're moving on to 1968 Taft Avenue, and this started at 2,300,000 and stayed at 2,300,000. So let's see what we can learn from this. I don't know if we will. Let's see. All right. Oh, this is a nice looking house. So 1968 Taft Avenue. This is in Los Feliz. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,110 square feet of living space. Sold at 2,300,000. Its list price. It's on a 7,000 square foot lot. 32 days on the market to sell. And brought to us by Heidi Davis from the seller side, and on the buy side, Alexandra Kerr. So, funky pictures. I don't know if those are my eyes, my glasses, or
They're out of.
do they
They're
look a little?
distorted. Yeah,
They're
they're
fuzzy,
fuzzy.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, it's not me.
yeah. So it looks like, maybe there's a little studio. I'm not perfectly clear on
Mm,
that. It's a great neighborhood. It's a good price. two million
yeah,
300,000 for 2,100
very
square
private.
feet.
Yeah,
It's private. Yeah, I think the hedge in the front's fantastic. Um, it's occupied, which an occupied house, and it is what it is.
right.
Just never looks quite as clean. People have
Yeah,
more possessions. They live in the space. There's more going on. If you need to live in the space, which is happens a lot, it's just it's really got to come down to the bare minimum as much as possible. So there still needs to be, and as an agent, what it's interesting if somebody's living in a space, are they committed to like
hmm,
basically pre-moving?
right, right.
So they're just ready to pack up the beggar stuff, and all the personal stuff's been condensed. They're clearly
Yeah,
really
it's funny.
motivated.
You know what? It's funny you say that because you're right. There's kind of a border there, and it kind of tells you like how committed are they to their own sale.
Exactly.
Because
So
yeah,
people
that's very
who are
true.
hesitant to put away personal possessions and
Right. I'm leaving my coffee machine there. God damn it.
right,
That's it.
right, right. It just means they're not completely detached from the house yet. They're not
Yeah.
committed to moving on. So
So I'm reading through the agent remarks, and yeah, there is a guest house you see there, and it is 352 square feet.
right,
So that's
right, and
nice.
that's a nice feature these days.
Yeah.
Either a lot of people are now making those smaller guest units offices, and or just in this side of town, it could be a rental, or it could just be for guests coming in.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty
Yep.
common.
Well, let's
All
go
right.
over to Silver Lake. This is 1621 Westerly Terrace. Started at 1,795,000 and landed at 1,750,000 for a $45,000 reduction. Uh, and let's see here. We're getting there. Okay. Um, in a way, again, yeah, I felt pretty good that this was a deal. So 1621 Westerly Terrace. This is Silver Lake, I believe, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,000 square feet of living space, and it's on a 5,000 square foot lot. 1,750,000. It was on the market 50 days. Wow! It started at original list price of 1,995,000, then went to 1,795,000. So there was some wrestling going on there. And yeah, this came from Jeffrey Lands. And on the buy side, Mary Regal and Rob Calick represented the buyer. So
Sure.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm making a guess here, but I think he was a West Side agent, and certainly Rob and Mary are experienced in this area, and they picked up a good deal for somebody.
Oh, I do think it's a good deal for sure. And
Uh-huh.
I think often we get negative comments about people
Mm,
walking into a lot of spaces with the walls being all white. And it
mm,
went from white with gray trim to now
mm.
white with white trim. It's just
Got it.
really all white. But this is an example of too
Hmm.
much white and
Yeah,
not enough balance. So
you're right. You're right.
what makes all
Who?
the go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. I'm just agreeing with you. Go ahead.
Yeah. What makes all the white work and
Yep.
function and feel good is the natural wood accents that are put in there
Hmm.
for staging, and that softens it all.
Yeah.
The various wood tones really brings a nice soft balance, and this thing just doesn't have enough balance in
Yeah.
color. It's just white
Well, you
on
got
white.
that blue. You got that one blue picture sitting in the
Yeah,
living room. There it is.
right.
That's it.
And there are some gray accents, but even
Yeah.
the floors are too light
Yeah.
to have all white on the walls. I think everything could always work. Like the kitchen feels okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
that's what you're looking for. It's got
Right.
those
You
natural
got the
wood
wood.
cabinets, and
Yep.
it doesn't
Yep.
feel too sterile. But a
Yep.
lot of the other
Yep.
spaces, including the front,
Yeah.
um, just look very sterile.
Yeah. Yeah. You started talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, they could have just done something with the pillows. Even it doesn't need to be matchy matchy.
Exactly.
The pillows could have helped. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Good observation. And finally, I think we have one more. Yeah. So we're off to 333 West Avenue 41. And this started at $1,299,999 and ended up at $1,175,000 for a $124,999 reduction. Let's see what happened here. Uh, Not enough memory. Let's see here.
Right, and this just reiterates what I just said.
Uh
The
huh.
entire inside of this house is white, and it's
Uh huh.
got some lovely balance of natural tones and the rugs and the pictures and the furniture.
All right. Oh, this one is doing what we talked about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me try to get there. Let's see. They do say that Chrome is a big memory hog. But, all right, let's see here. Okay, 333 West Avenue 41. This is Mount Washington. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,609 square feet of living space, 1,175,000. It's on a 4,700 square foot lot. Took 23 days on the market. And let's see, this was brought to us by Chris Corkum and Lisa Brindy on the seller side. And then on the buy side, Hatim Zaki represented. So, yeah. So this got a little better, but I still do see a lot of white. I don't know.
Yeah, the primary the living room is
Uh
what
huh.
looks good.
Uh
And
huh.
some of the other rooms you go into, it's white with light gray carpet and
Yeah, yeah.
a white bed sheet, and yeah, it's the same dynamic as the previous house.
Right. All right. Well, a buyer definitely won there. $125,000 reduction. So don't give up hope, everyone. Uh, all right. And then, Darren, I wanted to, I guess, show off our listing before we get into actives.
Sure.
Um, Let me just bring up our website. So we have open houses scheduled for this Saturday, the 20th, and then Sunday, the 21st, 2 to 5. So please come out and say hello. And if you have a friend looking for a place, this could be the place. So I'll just go through some of the pictures. You want to talk about it, Darren? And I'll just roll through some of this media.
Yeah, really a special place. I mean, we do have a
Mm-hmm.
front photo to start with, but then we go immediately to the yard. It's over
Mm-hmm.
17,000 square feet in a prime Los Feliz neighborhood, with a big waterfall down the middle and a grotto at the bottom. Um, it is a total of 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It is set
Hmm.
up to be a three two
Hmm.
as an owner's unit and a two 1.5, but pretty easy to use it as a single family,
Yeah.
with converting an entryway, some doorways. Um, and there just would be it'd be pretty easy to do. So
Yeah.
great listing, great finishes in the owner's unit. Um, 3-2, the owner's unit has the whole connection to the backyard, the entire hillside.
Hmm.
Probably, I haven't counted them, but 20 to 30 destinations to hang out in that backyard.
Yeah.
A main
Yeah.
patio down below, a nice patio around the grotto, and then just lots to navigate. It's a true adventure. Your own park, as
Yeah.
we call it.
Yeah. Well, gosh, ideally, I think our last line there is right. This is the perfect work from home situation. Yeah, you can get lost in your office, but if you need to get away, you've got a pool and you've got, yeah, 17,000 square feet of park for yourself.
Yeah,
Pretty amazing. Oh, yeah. And then here's the rental side,
yeah.
2 bedroom, 1.5 bath on that side. So, well, check it out. We do have 3D scans for you to look at the property. We do have a video that we just finished just for the yard because it is such a huge yard. It's got its own story beyond the house. And yeah, come by Saturday, Sunday, 2 to 5. We'll have some refreshments, so come on by. At least for the refreshments, right? You got to come for the refreshments. All right. Well, let's move in, Darren, to some actives that you think are noteworthy. Again, these are new listings in the last 7 days that we feel are interesting. Uh, New listings, top picks. All right.
Sure. Let's start with 1816 Scott.
Mm-hmm. Scott. All right. There it is. Oops. Try again.
I feel like this one sold not too long ago.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It looks familiar.
All right. Um. Oops. There it
To
is.
live on Scott, you have to be
Uh huh.
aware of it's a Dodger, it's a street
Uh.
that flows in and out of Dodger Stadium. Only it's supposed to only be in if it's a sold out game, but out
Mm-hmm.
for sure. So baseball fan or at least baseball tolerant is a
Right.
requirement. Um,
that's a good title for the place. That'd be fun.
right. Well, we sold one that was a lot closer to the stadium than this, and baseball was a conversation, part of the conversation for sure. So,
Well, this is
um,
1816 Scott Avenue. It's 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,084 square feet of living space. Good price, 999,000. In Echo Park, 4,000 square foot lot. And I guess we have an open today, 5 to 7, as a twilight open. And then on Saturday, 2 to 5 p.m., you can stop by and see it. 7 days so far on the market. And this is brought to us by Deirdre Solomon and Shannon Reed. So good luck to them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, good neighborhood, good walkability, more and more to walk to every day from that location in Echo Park.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Um,
I like how it's high above the street. That's really
yeah,
nice.
yeah. And the 3 car garage at the street is nice. You know, you can always do a conversion of that if you wanted to an ADU.
Mm.
The structure
Mm-hmm.
already exists. Nice big front yard, small backyard. The house is truly set all the way to the back of the
Yeah.
lot. So the
Yeah.
gathering
Yeah.
space is the front. Actually, in the backyard looks quite. You have houses looking down onto you from the backyard. It's
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
ideal.
Yeah.
I think the front yard's a better spot to hang out.
I
So
think it's the smoking section, like you said.
right.
All right. For the parties. All right. What's another one you see out there?
Well, I haven't popped in on this one yet. Let's check it out. 2144 Lakeshore.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Okay, I
Um,
recognize this house.
you know this one? Okay.
I've knocked on this
Uh,
door.
okay. Well, let's take a look. Right. Well, so 2144 Lakeshore Avenue. This is Echo Park. Yep. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,023 square feet of living space on a 6,200 square foot lot, 1,399,000. Opens are Saturday and Sunday, 2 to 5 p.m. And let's see here, 6 days on the market so far. And this is brought to us by Marissa Solis and Lena Deneroff. Two different agents, two different brokerages. So, yeah. So
Solis
what do you
is
think about
Nina.
this? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good street. I've actually sold many properties on Lakeshore.
Wait, I feel
Um,
like this recently sold like a year ago, no? Or
maybe
less.
it's
I think it
possible.
was. Oh, wow. You see two different agents, I think. Was there a divorce? That's
Right. I don't go there immediately, but it makes sense. Sure, I get it. I'd love to believe they couldn't decide, so they chose both.
yeah.
Um,
God, it
so
seems a little high on price. Gosh, but we'll
one
see.
four, yeah, it's not a huge structure. Property's
Yeah.
pushed towards the front of the lot, and then you've got that cabin in the back that they built.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's not one that will go up a lot, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Uh,
Yeah.
and they'll hope to capture a positive market. So we'll see.
All right.
Time to tell.
Good one. All right. What else out
Um,
there?
where was the next one I had? So there's one on Lyric,
Mm-hmm.
2380 Lyric
Mm-hmm.
Ave. It's a good sized
Okay.
property.
This is over by me somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay. Let's take a look. All right. So 2380 Lyric Avenue. This is Los Feliz. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,800 square feet of living space. Listed at $1,999,999. 3,400 square foot home lot. Excuse me. 5 days on the market, and this is brought to us by
A
Carol Kochova.
terrible photos, man. Ah, what a hodgepodge house with some actually interesting things, but the photos are awful.
Yeah, no
And
work's
it
been
looks
done
like
on this.
there's a lava sky there. Do you see the lava sky,
No,
man?
no, no. Yeah.
Oh, well, let's digest all this. Wait, it's coming. Not
they're really
yet.
they're really relying on this
Uh,
view.
there's the
That
lava
one,
sky.
yeah,
Oh, and the
the
close up, it
nuclear
just looks like it's on fire. But these
nuclear
super
war. Yeah,
tight close ups of all these things, and then you
yeah,
have a boxy space, close up, close up, close up, with all these
yeah,
different finishes of
yeah,
materials.
yeah,
But look, it
yeah.
comes with a stove. Dude, I saw a primary photo on a listed the other day. I'm not kidding you. It was the toilet and the sink in
Was
the
it closed?
bathroom.
That's my
No, it
pet
was
peeve.
open.
I hope they flushed. All right. Well, that's too bad.
Yes, there was no floater in there. There was not.
Well, we will see this one slide down, I'm sure, to a certain price. Because yeah,
I
this is
believe
really
so. Unless
this
there's
is taking a
something
lot for granted.
amazing that they are not showing in the photos. It's a lot of
Yeah,
square footage.
yeah.
It's
Well, you
2,800 square feet.
well, so two things I'm thinking in my head. I'm thinking, I'm looking at the agent's DRE number because you know me, I try to figure that out. She might be a very experienced agent who really doesn't know photography, and you got to rely on your team. You got to rely on your partnerships with photographers and whatnot to really make things work. You just can't walk out there and just pull out your Polaroid camera and take photos. It's just not good. And then the other thing is, yeah, if this gets to the right price, someone could get a really good deal here and probably make this shine and fall in love with
Sure.
that view. It's
Yeah.
it's a great opportunity, just
Yeah, and
not
it's
2 million.
the view house with no yard, basically. And a
Yeah.
lot of them on that street are. They have very small lots. But it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of house. And look,
Yeah.
there's the right fit for somebody who doesn't want the yard.
Yeah.
And this could be it. So that's
Right.
not an issue. There's
Yeah.
definitely a pool of buyers that'll work with. And 2,800 square feet for $2 million
Yeah.
sounds pretty good
Right.
in this market.
And
So,
finished
it,
out.
yeah.
What would that be? Yeah, it could be
Well,
2.8 if you do it right.
well, the lot will be a restriction at that point. I think
Mm.
finished out maybe your low twos. You've got at least a couple 100,000 to the upside, maybe. I'd say below 2.5.
Uh-huh.
So
All right. We'll see
yeah,
where that goes.
okay.
Anything else?
Feel like there was one more. Let me see
Mm-hmm.
here. There's one on Latrobe. Let's stick with Montecito Heights.
All right.
3779 Latrobe.
Okay, La Trobe. Okay. Let's take a look. All right. I don't recognize this one. Where is this? Okay, so 3779 Latrobe Street, Montecito Heights, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,511 square feet of living space. Listed at 1,100,000, 4,700 square feet of lot, and opens on let's see, today 5 to 7, and then Saturday 11 to 2. Days on market 2, and then we've got who's representing here. May Kunka is representing the seller here. So you know these houses. We know these houses. What do you think, man?
Sure. I think the house looks fine. I think it's,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was remodeled for the sale, but the remodeling that's taken place has been okay. Their view houses, I'm assuming, like just about every other one of these, that it's a
Yeah.
cliffhanger, but they've hidden that fact if it is.
They've changed a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But as I said, most of them are hanging on stilts.
Yeah.
And when we list these, we go straight to that.
Yeah.
So there's not one stilt photo here. There's no yard photo at all. So they're trying to hide that fact in the photos potentially.
You shouldn't hide it, right? That's our thing.
Right, put it out there. Absolutely. But it's a great house. Look, Montecito Heights is a fantastic neighborhood. There's a good sized house. There's a lot of value in Montecito Heights still.
Yeah.
You just got to be comfortable living on stilts.
Yeah.
In most cases. So.
Oh, there's the front. So yeah, now I'm trying to remember the house. I don't remember it. Let's see, because you don't see much of it.
Yeah, they put those new fences in, so that's enough of a distraction.
Yeah.
Those definitely look new.
Yeah. Well, I think it's priced right, but I think it's significantly going to go up, right?
I think it'll go up as well.
1.3, 1.4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, good stuff. Let me just pull out of this. Let's see here. The question I always ask, Darren. What words of wisdom can we give our audience for this week?
Oh gosh, how am I feeling this week? That's usually where those words of wisdoms may come from. Real estate is not for the faint of heart, man. You gotta be ready to battle. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
There's there's competition and resistance and layering on all dynamics in real estate. And you just got to gear up for it. I mean, we've seen enough people like they gear up and they start and then they just kind of peter out. It's too much. Like somebody not too long ago was pregnant and they're like, I can't do this, man, while I'm pregnant. Because was too much.
Well, it's funny you say that. I mean, from both sides, right? At first, when you were saying that, I was thinking, oh, he's talking about agents, but no, right. It's about clients. I mean, we've got
clients. Yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking everything, but it's like, gosh, I think of a recent client who, she had a really, really strict price point, and she did not give up. and she got what she wanted.
Yes.
You got to be tough on that client side. You're right.
Yeah.
And then we have some new clients who, they put out their first offer and got hit pretty hard, right, with like 27 offers beyond them. And but man, they were really prepared. They asked really good questions.
Yeah.
Nothing surprised them, and they're very ready. So yeah, be ready for the battle, guys.
Cool.
All right. All right. Have a great one. We'll see you next week. Just have a good weekend. Take care.
Yeah. Bye.
See you this Sunday, Saturday. All right. Oops. There you go. See you guys.